Iron Golem, the iron with the heart. In the quiet village of Greenoak, nestled between tall spruce forests and a winding river, the sun rose gently over rows of small cottages and crop fields. The villagers stirred from their homes, ready to tend to wheat, trade emeralds, and feed the livestock. At the center of the village stood their silent guardian, an iron golem. Towering over the villagers with its square shoulders, red eyes, and arms always slightly bent, the golem watched. It didn't speak, didn't sleep, didn't eat. It was built for one purpose: protection. Years ago, when Greenoak was nearly overrun by zombies and skeletons, a wandering blacksmith named Elric taught the villagers how to build an iron golem. 4 blocks of iron and 1 carved pumpkin. A strange recipe for life. When they finished it, lightning split the sky, and the golem stirred to life. Since that day, not a single monster had set foot in the village at night. Children called him Ironheart. They placed poppies at his feet, giggling when he picked one up and gently handed it back. Farmers greeted him each morning with a nod, and the librarian often read books aloud to him under the oak tree, even though she wasn't sure he understood. But iron golems don't feel. Or do they? One autumn night, a raid horn echoed through the valley. Pillagers, dozens of them, stormed from the hills, their red eyes gleaming and crossbows loaded. The villagers rang the bell, running for shelter. Ironheart stood at the village gates, motionless for a moment. Then he moved. He charged with thunderous steps, his fists swinging like anvils. Each punch sent a pillager flying. Crossbow bolts thudded into his iron chest, but he didn't slow. When a ravager broke through the side fence, Ironheart threw himself at it, grappling with the beast, smashing it against a stone wall until it collapsed. But even he couldn't be everywhere at once. A stray pillager snuck behind a house, aiming at a small child trapped outside. The villager screamed, and Ironheart turned just in time. With a great leap, he threw himself between the bolt and the child. The arrow sank deep into his chest. Sparks flew. He groaned low, metallic, and dropped to one knee. The child ran to safety, and with his final ounce of strength, Ironheart crushed the last raider. When morning came, the village was safe, but Ironheart lay still, covered in moss and cracked iron. The villagers gathered around him in silence. Elric, now gray-haired, stepped forward. "Even iron can have a heart," he whispered. Then he brought out 4 blocks of iron and a single pumpkin. The villagers helped rebuild him, piece by piece. As the final block was placed, the golem's eyes lit red once more. Ironheart rose again. From that day forward, the villagers didn't just see him as a protector. They saw him as family. The end.